Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and it looks like Stormy Daniels just ruined Alvin Bragg's case against former President Donald Trump. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Stormy Daniels gave the beginning of her testimony and cross-examination yesterday, on Tuesday, and she was confronted, of course, with a bunch of salacious questions. And her answers were even more salacious than the questions. She went into excruciating detail about the encounter she claims she had with former President Donald Trump, an encounter that he denies to this day. And she went into some really graphic things. She was trying to joke and laugh with the jury, who was not joking and laughing back with her. They weren't laughing. She was putting on a show. She was acting. Her testimony wasn't even germane to this case, especially because it had nothing to do with the paperwork. This is a paperwork case. This is not a salacious, I can't say the word case. And I think the reason she was brought out there was for one reason only. It wasn't for evidence for the trial. It was to humiliate former President Trump. That's the goal. The goal is to damage him. For the 2024 election. I don't think it's going to have an effect, but one legal analyst on CNN, he thinks her testimony was disastrous, and he said it could really destroy the entire case. I want you to take a listen to that, and then let me know what you think when you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm Carmine Sabia for Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.
Sides got things that they wanted from today's examination.
So it's interesting because I was doing our live coverage following along with our minute-by-minute updates from inside the courtroom, and I had the exact opposite impression. Now, you had the benefit of being in the courtroom, so I will defer to that. But we do also have to be careful when we play sort of amateur psychologist to the jurors' movements, right? Though they were leaning forward, they were taking notes. Okay, they could be taking notes because they think this is a great point, or they could be taking notes because they think this makes no sense and I don't believe it. So let's just all be cautious in reading into the jurors' physicality. My impression was she was plausible on her explanation of what happened in that hotel room. It's hard for me to believe that a juror heard that and thought, this is entirely made up. There may well be some embellishments, with Arthur, I think, pointed out effectively in the last hour, but I think it's quite clear they had sex in 2006 in that hotel room. But the cross-exam, boy, her responses were disastrous. I mean, do you hate Donald Trump? Yes, of course she does. That's a big deal. When the witness hates the person whose liberty is at stake, that's a big damn deal. And she's putting out tweets, fantasizing about him being in jail. That really undermines the credibility. The fact that she owes him $500,000, she, by order of a court, owes Donald Trump $500,000 and said, I will never pay him. I will defy a court order. The defense is going to say she's willing to defy a court order. Why? She's not willing to respect an order of a judge. Why is she going to respect this oath she took? So I thought it went quite poorly on cross-exam. At the end of direct, I thought, okay, they got what they needed, but I think the cross is making real inroads.
Can I ask you both about part of the cross that has been a theme of the defense, which was this whole thing is just extortion. These are people who had a way of extracting money from Donald Trump, and that's what they did with the threat of disclosing stuff he didn't want disclosed. How do you think that plays into this case?
You go first. You were there.
Look, I thought